Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all. So in this video, I will show you how to determine the maximum or minimum points of a curve. Okay, so the question is to find the stationary points for the curve y equals to x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x and determine whether these points are maximum or minimum points. So first, we must find dy dx, the first derivative, because we know that the stationary points occur when dy dx is equal to 0. So differentiate this function y equals to x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x. We'll get 3x squared plus 4x minus 7. Okay, and then we equate this equation to 0. So 3x squared plus 4x minus 7 is equal to 0. Because as I mentioned just now, stationary points occur when dy dx equal to 0. So from this equation, we can find the value of x by substituting the value of a, value of b, and value of c in the calculator, and we get the value of x is equal to 1 and negative 7 over 3. Okay. So after we get the value of x, we must find the value of y, because stationary points is in the form of coordinate x and y. So now we already have the value of x and we must find the value of y. So to find the value of y, we must substitute back the value of x here in the original function of y. Okay, so for the first x, okay, for x equals to 1, when we substitute x equal to 1 into this original function, we will get y is equal to negative 4. And then when x is equal to negative 7 over 3, we substitute into this original function, we will get the value of y is equal to 392 over 27. So the stationary points are, the first one is 1, negative 4. We write the value of x first and then the value of y. And the second stationary point is negative 7 over 3, 392 over 27. So these are the stationary points for the curve y equals to x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x. Okay. Now, we want to answer the next question, which is to determine whether these points are maximum or minimum point. So, to determine whether these points are maximum or minimum points, we must find the second derivative of the function. Okay. So from the previous part here, we already have dy dx equal to 3x squared plus 4x minus 7. So let me write here. Okay. Dy dx is equal to 3x squared plus 4x minus 7. So the second derivative, d square y dx squared is equal to 6x plus 4. Okay, then we do one by one for each of the stationary points. Each of the stationary point here. So first we do for the first stationary point, which is 1 and negative 4. So for negative 1 and 4, we substitute the value of x only in the second derivative. Okay, we have b square y dx squared is equal to 6x. We substitute the value of x, negative 1 and then plus 4. So we get the value is 10. And 10 is a positive value which is greater than 0. Okay, so if we get the value of the second derivative is greater than 0, we are happy and the graph will look like a smile face, happy face. Okay, and we can see from this graph that we have a minimum point here. So point negative 1, 4 is a minimum point. Okay. Now we do the same process for the other stationary point, which is the stationary point is negative 7 over 3, 392 over 27. So for negative 7 over 3, 392 over 27, we substitute the value of x into equation of d square y dx square. So we have 6. Okay, 6 times x. So x is negative 7 over 3 and then plus 4. So here we get negative 10. Okay, negative 10 is a negative value which is less than 0. So if we get the value of the second derivative is less than 0, we are not happy and the graph will look like a sad face. Okay, and we can see from this graph that we have a maximum point here. So point negative 7 over 3, 292 over 27 is a maximum point.